Hey y'all, what's up? Today's video is going to be kind of part instructional, part vlog, and I'm going to be sharing a bunch of tips and tricks for EDC Mexico if it's your first time going. My goal with this video is to help you out as you do your research, or if you're considering going but you're not sure, you're on the fence, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a little bit more insight that can help alleviate any of those anxieties and questions you might have. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is ticketing. So I'm going to break it down into two different parts. The first part is going to be the different types of tickets you can get, and the second part is actually getting your ticket. There are technically 4 different tiers of tickets: GA Experience Pass, your Comfort Pass, your Plus Enhanced Experience Pass, and then the Sky Deck. So the GA Experience Pass, that can be looked at as just GA, your general admission ticket. The Comfort Pass has a little bit more luxuries to it, but the Plus Enhanced Experience Pass, that could be equated to like a VIP pass for what like a standard music festival in the United States would be. The Sky Deck, it's like ultra VIP. Definitely a little bit more expensive. It's right above the area, the VIP area. So the VIP Enhanced Experience has its own separate VIP area, just for the 3 main stages, for Kinetic Field, Neon Gardens, and Circuit Grounds. The other stages don't have any kind of VIP area or Sky Deck, so these tickets, it really just makes a difference for the 3 main stages. So for Kinetic Field, main stage, on the far left is where the VIP area was, and there was a viewing deck, but it was kind of like in the back of the stage. So a little further back, the Sky Deck viewing stage was to the left, closer to the stage. It seemed really cool, but I did not have the funds for the Sky Deck, so I went with the Plus Enhanced Experience Pass, which is like VIP, but it was like $300 US. So $300 for a 3-day VIP pass to a music festival is really good. So the main pull for me, bathrooms. That was the deciding factor on whether I was going to do the GA versions or the VIP versions. The bathrooms were really nice at main stage. They also have VIP bathroom areas on the Circuit Grounds second main stage, and those weren't as nice. Those were just like porta potties. Same thing with Neon Garden, the 3rd main stage. It was just like porta potties, but they were in the VIP area, so they were less busy and they were always clean. The other great thing about the VIP experience in Kinetic Field is you had your own rides. It was just one, but it was still cool because that's honestly the only ride I did, since, you know, the lines for the rides are very long. So I was able to get on a ride like that. Literally, I just walked up and I got on the ride. They also had like an area where you could get like your makeup done, and then a bunch of food options that weren't available in the general admissions area. So I definitely think it was worth it. There's also go-karts that will take you from stage to stage. That's how it's advertised on the website. It will only take you from Circuit Grounds to Kinetic Field. So like the 2nd main stage to the main stage. That's it. It doesn't drive you like all around through the festival. I did get on it on day 1, going from Circuit Grounds to Kinetic Field. But throughout, as day 2 got busier, the line just got so long to use it, and it made more sense to just walk from stage to stage. It was just faster. So it was a fun experience just to like say I did it. But I don't think it was necessarily a big pull for me. Actually, getting the ticket, I've been to several festivals and it's never been this complicated. A lot of people, including myself and my group, were really confused because the way that Ticketmaster words it on their website and the way it's worded on the official EDC Mexico website, it's a little conflicting and confusing. They say something about for foreigners, so if you're not a Mexican resident, for those purchases, they mention something about having to pick it up no more than 48 hours before the festival. I don't remember the exact wording, but it was very confusing. And at the end, it didn't even matter because on Thursday, the day before the festival, they emailed us a PDF copy of our tickets. And then they asked us to print them out and just bring those to the festival. Even though we bought a 3-day pass, we got a ticket for each day. So Friday has a different ticket, Saturday, Sunday, even if you get the 3-day pass. We just ended up going there, had our tickets printed out, and they scanned them in. And day 2, I accidentally forgot the PDF printout at our Vrbo, so I didn't even have that. And we just opened our phones up and had them scan it from our phone, which they don't advise because we did kind of hold up the line a little bit, but it's possible. I know a lot of people were kind of panicking, myself included, because instructions are not very clear and it's a foreign country. If you don't speak Spanish, it could be a little intimidating, but it honestly just worked out. If you have a ticket, there will be a way for someone to help you get that ticket. Getting to the festival, transportation. There's different ways to do this. They do have a shuttle system. So I've been to EDC Las Vegas and I did the shuttles and I loved it. So I was really hoping to do that for EDC Mexico, but there wasn't a way to purchase the shuttle ticket online. It would have been nice to do that because they do have different pickup spots all throughout Mexico City. But unfortunately, I just didn't get to do that. I just ended up Ubering there. I was in a group of people and the Ubers were fairly inexpensive. Of course, it's going to be surge pricing during the festival, and especially leaving the festival. But if you are coming from a country like the United States, like me, it's a lot more affordable. So I was okay forking over the money to Uber to and from the festival. I think the most we paid for one way was like 340 pesos. That's probably the best way to go, just as far as comfort goes. In the chats, the group chats that we had with other foreign attendees, with other foreign headliners, there were some people that were caravanning together, and then some people had big vans that they rented out and were asking people if they wanted to join. So that's another option, but I still think Ubering is the best route. It's very busy after the festival, like any music festival, so you do have to walk a little further away from the entrance. I recommend just sticking with the crowd and going as far as they do. That's what we did. It took about an hour after the festival ended to finally get an Uber, so just know that it's going to be surged and you're going to have to wait. Safety. So the area around the Speedway where the festival is known to not be the safest. When we were there and the festival was going on, it felt perfectly fine because there's so many headliners there that you're just kind of grouped with everyone. So I did feel pretty safe during those times, and especially because we Ubered and after the festival we had to walk a little further from the entrance to catch our Uber. Because we stayed with the group, even though it was 3 a.m., I still felt pretty safe. I would say it would be a good place to maybe go to like a bar to grab a drink before the festival. There are some bars there, and there was like a club that people were going into afterwards. There's also like a lot of food stands, so you could go get some street food or a bar or drink somewhere before you go inside, because by that point a lot of people are arriving and it's just that immediate area is fine, but I wouldn't like stay at a nearby hotel and then walk. The Speedway is really close to the airport, so I believe there's some hotels near the airport where technically you could walk to the Speedway. It'd be like a 25-minute walk. I don't recommend that because you just never know. I'd rather be safe than sorry, and it's just not known to typically be the safest area. Okay, so safety inside the festival. Because I purchased the VIP ticket, I really didn't run into any issues. I felt like very safe and secure, but I also you just got to be street smart, just be aware of your surroundings. Your phone, make sure your phone, you know where it is at all times, because we did see a lot of people posting in the Discord chats and the WhatsApp groups that their phones were stolen. There's a lot of pickpocketers. So if you're in the general area, and especially if you like going deep into the crowd where you're sardined, you definitely want to make sure if you have your phone in your back pocket, move it, put it in your bra, put it somewhere where you can, if someone tried to take it, you would know. It unfortunately happened a lot. But that was really the only thing. I didn't feel unsafe in any other way. I felt totally good vibes. Inside the festival is just what you would expect at any Insomniac event. Like, it was just great vibes. Language. We are in Mexico, so Spanish. People speak Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, it's okay. I mean, I would recommend like brushing up on some like basic words. Yes, no, thank you, you know, just like to help you get around. But if you don't speak Spanish, that's totally okay. Everyone there is very friendly, and a lot of people do speak a little bit of English, so you could probably get by. I would definitely recommend checking out Reddit as the festival gets closer, because someone will probably post a link to the Discord chat, and from there, or from Discord, someone will post a link to the WhatsApp groups. So there were 2 WhatsApp groups that I joined of international headliners, and the Discord chat, as the festival got closer, it blew up. Any questions I had, I would ask in there, and you can also ask any questions you have, and people will give advice and all kinds of things in there. So definitely join Discord and the WhatsApp groups if you want to meet up with other international headliners coming in. And there's other people in the groups that speak Spanish, so especially if you're traveling alone, if you're doing this solo, or if you're doing it in a small group and nobody speaks Spanish, join someone's group in WhatsApp and they will likely have a Spanish speaker in there. But either way, getting into the festival, everything, you should be able to navigate it without having to speak Spanish. Just maybe brush up on a few things. Lockers. So they do have lockers at the festival. They have them advertised on their website, but I couldn't figure out how to buy one. We got our tickets in December and the festival's in February, so I don't know if maybe we just waited too late to purchase them. But once you get there, there is a section near the entrance that you go and you get a locker. There's 2 different lines. There's a line for people who already have purchased a locker, and there's also a line for people who need to purchase a locker, which was me. They make it very easy to do, and they show you how they work, so if you can't purchase a locker online, don't worry, you can purchase one once you get inside. Connecting with other headliners. The WhatsApp group was so great for that. The Discord chat, great for that, because like I mentioned, as the festival gets closer, people will be in there posting all their questions, all their tips, and in the WhatsApp group, as the festival's happening, people, even before the festival happened, we met up with a couple of people at some pre-parties, and there's definitely people giving advice, like not only specific to the festival, but also to Mexico City. People are asking like, where are you staying? Where are you staying? Let's meet up. Everyone is just very like eager to meet up in person, and we went and had dinner with a couple of people. When we got to the festival, we met up with a couple of people we met from the WhatsApp group. So definitely Ray fam, like, we're friendly, and everyone was very excited to interact with each other, and it's a different experience being in a foreign country going to a festival, because you kind of have this immediate connection as a foreigner. You gravitate towards each other, and it was just a really cool experience. So definitely I recommend joining the WhatsApp chats and join the Discord group, and if you need links to those, go check out the Reddit page, because I'm not sure if they're going to change for the next year. But usually, like, that's how I found it. I was just on the Reddit thread, the EDC Mexico Reddit thread. There's not a lot happening during the downtime, when probably right now there's probably not much being posted, but as the festival gets closer, someone will drop the link to the Discord chat and the WhatsApp group. The actual festival itself is just amazing. I mean, if you've been to EDC Vegas, it's the same vibe, and hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have any more questions, something I didn't cover, please let me know below in the comments. I have other videos that I made during my time there that cover some things that you could do during the time that the festival is not going on, so definitely check those out. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.